Suspect is headed towards the game store. Do we have eyes on what's inside that bag? Negative. Stay vigilant. They made a lot of comments about how explosive it was. Ground team, do you copy?
Copy. Are we clear to engage?
Negative. Try to get closer and see what's in the briefcase. If you confirm explosive contents, you may engage.
Dang it, that's the fourth one.
Come on, let's move.
He's getting closer to the store. What if he explodes? We can't let that happen. And lucky for us, the warrant just came through. Ground team, go, go, go! Let's see what we have here. Wait a minute. This package isn't explosive at all. It's low-tier casual trash. No, it's secret spice, I swear. Nobody sees it coming. Yeah, sure, whatever, buddy. Have a good day. They'll see. They'll all see.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, steal your dream.
Mr. Boy, are you feeling better? Please, that's my prison name. Call me Goodest. Mr. Goodest, are you feeling better? I think so. When am I getting discharged? Right now. I don't understand this world. Anyways, welcome back to the Doghouse. I'm the Goodest Boy. Today, we're going to be discussing the concept of packages, what that means, and the various packages that are available in Lorcana. While it won't be an exhaustive list, I'm hoping to illustrate a few options every color scheme has, and help explain how to use them in deck building. First, what is a package? No, not like that, silly. Packages can typically be defined as a set of synergistic cards that have a common goal in mind. Sometimes these cards are used as supplemental cards in a deck or are the primary game plan. Let's go through a few examples. In Amber, we have a few different packages. The first would be the Singer package. This package consists of low-cost cards that you can sing with to play cards early, more efficiently, or safely. For example, we have the Vanessa Singer card and Prince Naveen. We also have dual-colored staples like Troubadour. Recently, Ruby has started gaining cards like the Powerline cards to help boost the Singer package, so we now have Singer packages in multiple colors. As far as the songs you might want to play, we have several to choose from. Amber has Be Our Guest and Circle of Life to help search for cards and play from discard. Purple has Fantastical and Magical for discount Dumboisms, as well as Second Star to the Right for exceptional draw power. Ruby has access to Pirate's Life for lore control and Be King for board control. And Steel has Strength of a Raging Fire for damage and When Will My Life Begin? Just in case you feel worthless and cry out to your creator, wondering when you'll finally be worth something. I do that every Tuesday. Another big package that Amber has access to is the Bodyguard package. Amber and Steel are pretty well known as the Bodyguard package colors, but this package contains cards like Jim Deere, the Prince, Hercules, and Pluto. These cards seek to protect big important pieces on the board, like Tiana.
No autographs, please. No autographs.
So, if you have some fragile cards that do a lot of work, consider putting in the Bodyguard package. Next, let's look at Amethyst. Amethyst has had access to a lot of packages over the years. Before rotation, the Mim and Merlin package was a common phrase to refer to bouncing your own cards for added effects. Now, Purple most heavily uses the Evasive package. The Evasive package has sort of changed face over the years, but it mostly refers to various evasive cards that all have synergy with each other. Cards like Iago, TikTok, and Genie, with a big finisher in Dumbo to give them all additional power. Since some decks require you to remove a large chunk of space to deal with evasive cards, it's a particularly threatening package with few true answers to it besides playing your own evasive threats, or using cards that give your stuff evasive. The other big package that Amethyst has is the Draw package. While Purple is well known as the Draw color, since rotation it's almost exclusively the Draw color. We have quite a few different ways to draw in this scheme, from small cards like Diablo and Cusco that draw on banishment, to cards like Dumbo and Yzma that offer conditional draw, to cards like Finders Keepers and Second Star that offer unconditional draw. Purple offers draw with all sorts of conditions or no conditions. It's the conditionally unconditional draw color. Purple and Amber also share a small overlap in the Singer package with the Madrigal cards, so use these cards if you have a sing-song deck you're interested in.
Look at this photograph.
No! Next, let's look at Steel. Steel has access to quite a few different packages as well, but the most well-known of it is the Damage package. Steel has access to a lot of cards that deal damage to the opponent's cards or locations. A few of the big ones are Strength of a Raging Fire, Smash, Twin Fire, or characters like Vincenzo Santorini. These cards are used to keep your opponent in check by removing their board presence through direct removal. It was also a big reason why the Steel Song package was so deadly. Singing songs with lower cost characters to remove big ticket stuff was a deadly combination, and it will not be missed. Steel also has access to the Bodyguard package, which we mentioned a bit with Amber, but also a Challenge Matters package. These would be cards that gain lore for defeating enemies in a challenge. Cards like Calhoun, Faju, or Robin Hood. These cards gain lore for banishing in a challenge or doing your second challenge in a turn. When paired with Ruby, there's a lot of opportunities to challenge ready characters, which means
Nobody is safe.
Speaking of smooth segues, let's talk about Ruby, because nobody else is. Ruby historically had access to direct removal packages like Madame Medusa or Lady Tremaine, but with Ravensburger removing Ruby's removal in rotation, Ruby's remaining removal's rather risky to retain. We have a few staple cards like Glimmer v. Glimmer, Be King Undisputed, and Maleficent Dragon, but other than a few more outliers, the package is pretty spread out. Ruby does, however, have a Strength Matters package. Cards like Baloo, Tinkerbell, and Maximus get us extra lore or benefits when our power is high enough. Baloo prevents damage, Tinkerbell exerts to gain lore, and Maximus also gains us lore at the end of turn. Not bad for a rejected cast member of My Little Pony.
My Little Pony.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Ruby also historically has access to self-damage packages. Cards like Mulan and PJ enter with damage or gain damage, while cards like Scar deal damage to deal damage. Double deal damage! While we lost Teeth and Ambitions to rotation, there's still quite a few cards left to hurt yourself. And then
Everyone else.
Emerald is a color that does a whole lot. It tends to supplement a lot of existing packages, and there's so many of them in this color scheme at this point, it would be hard to list them all, so let's go over just a few of them. Green gets access to evasive characters for that package, and also access to a lot of ward characters. They have power boost. They have soft removal with bounce and hard removal in banishes. They can put stuff back in hand or on the bottom of your deck. They can force you to challenge them and punish you for doing so. They can sing for free and play actions for free. They have items and locations. They have pirates. They have pirates in space. They can shut down lore gain, while also boosting their own lore, and they can shut up and go away! Which brings us to Sapphire. While Sapphire is traditionally known as the ramp color, with lots of cards and packages designed to add to your inkwell, like Tipo, Sail, and One Jump Ahead, it also has access to a lot of other synergies. One of the other big packages Sapphire had access to was item packages. Cards like Oswald, Popsicle, Workshop, etc. allowed item decks to flourish, especially blue-green item lists. While rotation hit these synergies hard, they printed a few different cards to boost the item archetype in Belle, Wardrobe, LeFou, and a bunch of other cards nobody cares about. Sapphire also has access to ward packages, with Aurora being the biggest one. However, the biggest secondary package Blue has access to is arguably Power Drain. It, like Amber, has access to a lot of cards that drain opposing power to force a board wipe with Under the Sea. This makes challenges safer, but also opens up power-based banishment options like Little Sisu. Lastly, Sapphire is also the only color scheme right now that has access to reverse ramping cards. Ergo, you ramp your opponent instead of yourself. Or maybe in addition to. I don't know. Anyways, cards like Stitch, Hades, Into the Unknown, etc. put characters into your opponent's inkwell, where they get to ramp one, but never get to see that character again. While this may be a valuable trade that balances opponents' resources with board control, I still hate Hades and I'm angry they reprinted him! Anyways, that's all I have to say about packages today. I hope this video has helped you understand what they are and a few of the options you have with them. While this wasn't every possible package in the game, it's a few to look out for to maybe help your deck building. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm expecting a package of my own.
Whew, mamma mia.